this conversation. We need to take a break, and I don't want to fight. I've had a minor revelation. Let's deal with it later, 'cause it's Friday night. All week we've been working so hard, and now it's time to kick back and set our sights. We can make it pretty simple, put it on the back burner. It's a Friday night. Feel that warm breeze floating through the window. Sure do like it this way. Something tells me this is the way to go. I've got a few words to say. Slip into your best dress, paint your lips red, open up your blue eyes, forget the things we said. I could be your lover, you can shine the light. Let's fire up the candle, it's a Friday night. While the moon is bright, no more living under pressure. Gotta see your eyes sparkle, it's a Friday night. Roll that big world right off your shoulders. I will try to do the same. If we don't act now, we'll simply grow older. Another faded picture in a frame. Button off your blue jeans, tumble down your hair. Take a look around, we can do it anywhere. You can be my princess, I'll be what you like. Let's run around the palace, it's a Friday night. Sure do like it this way. Something tells me this is the way to go, and I've got a few words to say. Slip into your best dress, paint your lips red, open up your blue eyes, forget the things he said. I could be your lover, you can shine the light. Let's burn another candle, it's a Friday night. Woo!
It's 88.5 KCSN, and boy, this is a real treat for any fan of music, and particularly fans of Los Angeles music. In the studio today with us, Timothy B. Schmit has come by KCSN, and I can't thank you enough for coming by, and welcome to KCSN, Timothy.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thanks.
It's really great to have you. Now, you have a solo album out called Expando. And we're going to talk about Expando. We're going to talk about a tour you're going to be doing here on the West Coast. And we'll probably ask a question or two about, that other gig you have.
That's right, that other band.
Yeah, that other gig, When you decided to make Expando, I read something where you talked about how you traced in your own mind back to your original roots in music, to where you started really first think about a life in music and to think about music, and you kind of wanted to make the album take that journey from back in the beginning all the way to what you know about music now. Talk to us about the idea that went into making Expandable and what you were trying to accomplish.
Well, I did. I thought really hard about what. I mean, it sounds corny after all these years, but like, where did this all come from, and what are my roots? Yeah. An overused word, but still. So, and it was real obvious to me that I started strumming guitars and ukuleles and banjos and started singing, experimenting with singing a lot during the whole folk music craze. I was a diehard Kingston Trio fan, and I was and that whole movement. And back then, anybody who's old enough would remember TV shows, the Hootenanny and shows like that. So, and those songs are very accessible. They're pretty easy to learn because most of them are 2 or 3 chords, 4 at tops. And I found some like-minded friends. This is early high school. In fact, I have a picture of our first gig when I was just barely 14 years old. I have a picture of that. I think it's on my website too. Playing like it was at a church, at a Unitarian church, playing, pretending to be the Kingston Trio. I mean, we actually thought we looked like them. So that's where that came from, and my friends and I later got a drummer, and we borrowed some electric instruments and kept evolving that way.
So you went electric too, huh?
Well, later.
Right.
We see at first also I was way into rock and roll and what was on the radio at the time as well, but it seemed to me that any electric instruments were just unattainable at the time. It was much easier to buy an inexpensive acoustic guitar, and then you were self-sufficient with a guitar and a voice, and your friends with the same. So we kind of went that way, and then later on in high school and mid-high school, we started experimenting around with. We found a drummer. He was the guy who had the drums.
Right.
All these guys are still really good friends of mine. I always
tremendous.
see them up in Sacramento. I'm from Sacramento, and that's kind of how that all started.